Okay, so we're going to start the day with some meditation as usual. Just to maybe just give you 5 minutes, just a general idea of meditation practice. I understand there are some people who haven't done any meditation before, and sometimes when you start out, you can feel a bit lost. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to sit even, and that can be kind of complicated. So. The basic idea of meditation is to learn to relax, to rest, to be at ease. Yeah, this is kind of the basic idea. The meditation is not so much a doing than just a being. Just being, not doing anything. Sometimes we make the mistake, we think that meditation means that you have to do things, and this is, like an activity. But actually that's a misunderstanding. Meditation is the opposite of doing, it's the anti-doing. It's the kind of sitting back and just relaxing. And sometimes it's hard to understand this because we're not really so used to just relaxing, just being rather than doing. And so one way of thinking about the idea of meditation is like, when you kind of go to sleep at night. What do you do when you go to sleep at night? Do you try very hard to go to sleep, or do you just kind of chillax and it happens by itself? Sometimes the harder you try, the less you fall asleep. You know what I mean? You can, I can't sleep, okay, we'll go this way, that way, and then finally you relax, and then, okay, you fall asleep pretty much straight away. And it's the same thing with meditation. Yeah, we learn eventually just to let go, just to relax, just to be. So it's a bit like going to sleep at night. The last thing you do before you go to sleep, except you don't fall asleep. That's the only difference. Or it is like just relaxing, watching something that you enjoy. Sometimes I like the idea of like watching a sunset or something like that. If you're kind of sitting, watching something beautiful like the sun going down. In Australia I have a kuti, a little hut on the top of the hill, and it's looking west. I can see the ocean far away. I'm high up, so far away I can see the ocean. And almost every day I see the beautiful sunset going down. So what do you do when you see the sunset? You try really hard. Okay, watch. You don't. Yeah, the idea is to relax and to enjoy. And so you enjoy the sunset, and your attention is drawn to it because it is something attractive, it's something beautiful, something that you enjoy seeing. And so meditation is like that, relaxing, allowing things to be, enjoying being here. A very important part, the reason why meditation works is not because you try, but because you enjoy what is going on. You enjoy the peace, you enjoy the good company, you enjoy just being here. And that enjoyment is what enables you to stay present, to enable you to be here. So these are kind of the two main things of meditation. Letting go, in other words, not trying, just being. And the second one is enjoying what you're doing. That's kind of the two foundational things that you find throughout the suttas, throughout the word of the Buddha, on how to make the meditation work. So let's try it in practice. I'm just going to give you I'm not going to talk too much because otherwise I don't get to meditate either. So talk a little bit and then kind of try to take you through this. And patience is one of the most important things in meditation. Just being able to be without really getting impatient and then starting to do things. So let's give it a shot and see what happens. Okay, so when you start out, just the idea is to sit in a comfortable posture and usually put your feet flat on the ground and then just sit back in a stable posture. It doesn't have to be cross-legged, it doesn't have to be any particular way. As long as it's nice and stable and comfortable, you are at ease, you don't feel any tensions or pains or any problems anywhere. And that is when meditation can happen. And then as you start out, you find that ease of the body. And the next thing is also to find the ease of the mind. And that happens by just sitting back and just feeling and just allowing things to be. Not doing anything in particular, but just allowing yourself to settle down. It often takes a while for the busyness of the mind and the world outside to kind of fade away. So give yourself time, allow things to fade away gradually. Everything is very gradual in meditation. Patience is the fast way. Sit back and just observe. And as you observe, things tend to become more peaceful. If you feel a bit tense, again, just take some deep breaths and allow the tension to fade away. Usually when you are part of a good company and enjoying what you're doing, the tensions start to disappear by themselves. You don't have to do too much. Main thing is to be here and not be holding on to the things of the past, but just enjoy the present instead. And if you do find that your mind is very busy, there's many thoughts going through, this is to be expected. You come from a busy life with all these duties that we have to do. It takes a long time for the mind to calm down. All the busy activity is like the momentum of the past carrying on into the present. So don't try to get rid of the thinking mind. Instead, stay with it. Just observe, be with it. Enjoy being here and just allow things to go very slowly. It's a very gradual process. Also, sometimes when they meditate, they feel tired. You feel the lethargy or the tiredness of the mind because of all the activity. That is also natural. Don't fight the tiredness. Allow it to be. And even if you fall asleep, that's okay. It's not about forcing yourself one way or another. It's about just being natural, and allowing the mind to kind of follow its natural ways. Too much of the time we control the mind. Now we do the anti-control, allowing things to be, being kind to yourself, not forcing yourself one way or the other. So just sit back, allow things to kind of take its own course. Don't force things, but just enjoy the peace and the quietness of sitting still. So much of meditation is just learning to relax, learning to be at ease. It is almost as if you're just sitting down in your favorite armchair with nothing to do, just sitting back and allowing things to unfold in their own way, and then enjoying at the same time, enjoying the fact that there is nothing to do. This is kind of how the meditation gradually takes hold. So to sit back and enjoy the fact that now all the burdens of the world are put behind you. Right now you have no obligation or duties, nothing to do. And what a wonderful thing that is, to have nothing to do occasionally. All you have to do is to be at ease, to be yourself, be unburdened in your life. And as you do that, as you incline the mind in this way, you start gradually, slowly, the peace will grow within. It takes time. Allow the mind to unfold in a natural way. So sit back, enjoy, be peaceful, and allow things to unfold. And sometimes just to help the meditation along a little bit, to make sure the mind does not stray too far or think too much, you help the mind just to enjoy the fact that you are here, and to be able to enjoy the fact that you are here, just some very simple perceptions that you can bring up. The perception of being in a good place, the perception of being surrounded by good people who are practicing and living in a good way, the perception of being in the presence of the Dhamma and the Buddha, these beautiful teachings that were given to the world by the supreme spiritual master of humanity. And it's amazing that we still have this ability to do these wonderful things in our lives. Have a sense of gratitude towards yourself that you are here, a gratitude to the BGF for being here and making available the teachings of the Buddha. All of these are positive ways of thinking. And if you feel positive about being here, if you feel a sense of safety, loving kindness and compassion, then this will feed into your meditation, make you feel at ease, make the thinking mind calm down, and allow yourself to enjoy what is going on. This is like the foundation stones of meditation. And as you do this, gradually you will feel, stage by stage, the awareness, the mindfulness increasing. And if the meditation works for you, you will find that slowly, slowly you become more peaceful, more alert, and you gain more clarity. And as you do that, sometimes you will feel the breath. It's as if the breath comes to you. Suddenly the breath becomes present, if you wish. And if that happens and you have a degree of clarity with the breath, then you can just follow along with the breath. And this is what mindfulness of breathing actually means, the breath meditation. You don't force the attention on the breath. You don't make the breath appear. You wait for the breath to come to you. This is a very passive and beautiful way of doing meditation. No doing, just waiting for things to happen by themselves. And then, as you stay with the breath, if the breath disappears, that's okay. Don't go looking for the breath. Wait for the breath to come back. There's no need to do anything except waiting. And then, when the breath comes back by itself, then you carry on with your breath meditation. And keep on like this until you gain, hopefully, eventually, some stability with your meditation. And the breath is there continuously. But this takes time. Be patient. Just allow things to work out. Okay, so now just spend a few moments just to review your meditation today, just to reflect on whether you now feel more at ease, whether you feel more relaxed than you started. Meditation not finished quite yet, carry on for another minute or so, and just to find out whether you are more at ease, and if you are, asking yourself why that is the case. Spend a few moments just reviewing the meditation. Okay, so that is the meditation for now. Okay, so let's have a short break until about 9:30. See you back at 9:30 again.